Wait, okay, yeah, we're good.
His dad, and his.
Let's start again.
This is you. There's your dad, his
Mm-hmm.
dad, and his. Keep going. Soon you'll fly past powdered
Yo,
wig.
wait, this actually, sometimes I actually think about this. Yo, what? You pause, nerd? Alright, alright. No, sometimes I actually think about this. Like, imagine if, like, um, I don't know, your fucking grandparents or like way above that, like 600 years above that, if they didn't meet nobody, nobody in that list after them would be alive. Nobody they would be replaced with someone else. You wouldn't be here today then. Isn't that crazy to think about? And this keeps going for like millions of years, even like with evolution shit, like fucking if the dinosaurs didn't fuck that day, you wouldn't be here. Well, maybe not dinosaurs, but you know what I mean.
Chainmail, mammoths, and eventually stumble upon a guy squatting in the dirt, chewing on a
Yeah,
beetle.
like this, 100,000 BC. If this dude didn't fuck with another woman, you wouldn't be alive today.
And trying not to die before sundown. That guy? That's your ancestor. He has
Yeah,
no
that's
name,
actually
no
crazy, bro.
shoes, and no idea that you, a distant descendant with a snack
Yeah,
addiction and a mild caffeine dependency, even exist. But here's the thing. If that guy, or any one of the thousands of people in your ancestral chain, had tripped at the wrong moment,
Oh, I wonder what killed.
gotten eaten by something toothy,
Hell no.
or just failed to reproduce, you wouldn't be here. You
and that's
exist
what I
because
always think about, bro. That, like, that's so crazy to think about. Like, what if one single thing went wrong and you wouldn't be here?
1,000 people before you didn't die when they should have. You're not lucky. You're the byproduct of violent coincidence and stubborn
Nobody would be
biology.
there.
Daddy?
And you neither.
So let's take a look at how close you came over and over again to never being born at all. We're going to rank 5 of the deadliest periods in human history, from bad but survivable to you might as well start writing your will at birth. Let's get right into it. Number 5, Ice Age, around 20,000.
Ice Age. Bro, the Ice Age, like, imagine if you were in there, bro. That would be so scary. Like, almost freezing to death every single day. No food, no water. Well, maybe water because like everything's frozen. But no food. You fucking you and your fucking family had to make like sticks, make them sharp. You're gonna just hunt a fucking 5 foot tall mammoth and take that shit down with like a group of I don't know how many people were. It's actually crazy to think about.
Years ago, during the last glacial maximum, Earth wasn't exactly cozy. Massive ice sheets, up to 2 miles thick, smothered huge chunks of North America, Europe, and Asia. Average
2
global
miles.
temperatures dropped by about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, 6 degrees Celsius, turning most of the planet into a frozen wasteland where food was a distant rumor.
Yeah.
If you were alive back then, your daily routine involved not dying of hypothermia, hunting woolly mammoths the size of school buses, and occasionally running away from creatures like the cave lion, Panthera spelaea,
Bro,
one of
look
the
at that
largest
shit.
wild cats in
That's
history.
like fucking 2 times as tall as you, bro. Imagine you're just out with your family or even with 2 other people. You're just gonna fucking hunt some shit or just trying to get resources, this motherfucker just comes around the fucking corner and just eats your friend alive. And you're just standing there with your spear. I mean,
Your house?
I would fucking shit my pants, bro.
Probably a mammoth bone hut or a cave shared with 40 of your least favorite relatives. Your clothing? Animal hides stitched together with bone needles. Want dinner? Good
Yeah.
luck. You're armed with a sharpened stick, and your target weighs 6 tons and is actively
This is
trying.
what I mean, bro. I mean, like, this motherfucker with his family took down this shit. This? That's fucking insane, bro. That's actually insane.
to kill you.
And he's not smart. I mean, like, you can see he's not smart, but he's not smart. He isn't. Trust me.
And if starvation didn't get you, a simple infected cut probably would.
Yeah.
There were no antibiotics, no vaccines, and no emergency rooms, just a lot of home remedies involving chewing random plants and hoping for the best. Despite all this, Homo sapiens adapted, inventing tools, mastering fire, and even creating early art like the cave paintings at Lascaux.
Mhm.
Number 4, the dawn of agriculture. Somewhere
Oh,
around
we're going
10,000
further.
years ago, humans had a brilliant idea.
Bro,
I haven't heard of the dawn of agriculture. Is this like, wait, agriculture? What is agriculture again? Is that like plants?
what's wrong, bro?
I can't chase one more mammoth. My legs hurt.
Bro, you don't even have legs. Come on, man. We're only 400 miles
What
away
if-
from breakfast.
Hear me out. We make food come to us.
How?
We stay in one place, grow stuff, build. I don't know. Okay.
Welcome to the dawn of agriculture, also known as the moment when humanity accidentally made life way harder. Early
So they're just gonna be farming or what? But is that like the
farmers swapped the nomadic, hunting
was that the meta back then?
lifestyle for settling down in permanent villages, planting crops like wheat, barley, and lentils. Sounds smart, right? Well, it was, except for the part where it unleashed a buffet of new problems. Living close together meant disease.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna get far with some wheat, you know. That's not gonna that's not gonna solve.
Diseases could now
starvation, you
spread
know?
like wildfire. Your diet? Way worse. Less
Exactly.
protein, more vitamin deficiencies, and your teeth basically rotted out of your face. And don't even get me started on crop failure.
Yeah.
One bad drought, one swarm of locusts, one random flood, and your entire village starved to death
Yeah.
while glaring at the sky. Archaeologists
Literally
have even
bad,
found
yeah.
ancient skeletons showing signs of malnutrition, anemia, and horrifying dental disasters.
Oh, they died because of the uh dawn of agriculture. Alright. The Mongol invasions.
Number 3, the Mongol.
This is probably like raiding what's it called? Raiding villages and shit like that.
Mongol invasions. If you were alive in the 13th century and saw a cloud of dust on the horizon, you had about 3 minutes to panic before your city got turned into a parking lot.
Yeah.
Led by Genghis Khan, a man who treated mercy like a myth, the Mongols carved out the largest land empire in human history, stretching from China to Eastern Europe.
Oh,
Their strategy?
shit.
Show up fast, hit hard,
That's
and leave
actually
absolutely
insane.
nothing standing. Entire cities were wiped off the
Okay, so they just like infiltrate villages, kill everybody, and just take it over.
map. Population
That's just what
slaughtered,
they did.
and
That's
survivors,
insane.
if there were any, were sometimes used as human shields for the next battle. Mongol horse archers could hit you from
that's
300
insane.
yards away while riding at full
300
gallop,
yards.
basically inventing mobile warfare centuries before tanks were even a thing. Historians estimate the Mongol invasions killed around 10% of the world's population. at a time when the world population was already tiny. Number 2. The Black
40
Death.
mil-
In
oh, the Black
1347, Europe got an unexpected package from Central Asia,
That,
courtesy of some highly motivated fleas, and things went
That's,
downhill fast.
yeah.
The Black Death, or bubonic plague, tore through towns and cities like a biological wildfire. Caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, it traveled on rats, fleas, and humans who had absolutely no concept
Didn't the Black Death, didn't that kill like 200 million people or something like that? Like a shit ton, like over 100 million, 100%.
of personal hygiene. Once it hit, survival became a lottery. You could
And these masks, like these masks, you imagine getting operated by a motherfucker like this. I would shit my pants, bro. I mean, like, I know you should trust them, but I would still shit my pants.
Once it hit, survival became a lottery. You could catch it from a handshake, a shared cup, or just by breathing the same medieval air as an infected guy. Symptoms included giant
Hey.
swollen lymph nodes, fever, vomiting blood, and, spoiler alert, death, usually within days. It's estimated that somewhere between 30% to 60% of Europe's population was wiped out in just a few years. Entire villages were abandoned, economies collapsed, and doctors walked around wearing creepy bird masks filled with flowers because apparently vibe-checking the plague was peak medieval science. Number 1, the Toba Super...
Vibe checking back in the day was like the meta of surviving. That was actually the meta, bro.
volcano eruption. Around 74,000 years ago, the Toba supervolcano exploded and nearly deleted
think I know
humanity
that
from existence.
one.
When Toba erupted, it launched over 670 cubic miles of ash and debris into the sky,
Yeah,
enough
I think I
material
know
to
this.
cover the entire United States. The eruption triggered a volcanic winter so devastating that sunlight was blocked for an estimated 6 to 10 years. Global temperatures crashed by up to 27 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. Plants withered, animals starved, and ecosystems collapsed worldwide. For early humans, already struggling just to find enough calories not to die every day, it was catastrophic. Food supplies vanished. Entire landscapes turned to frozen deserts. Rivers dried up. Forests became graveyards. It's estimated that the total human population shrank to fewer than 3,000 individuals. A genetic bottleneck so tight that every person alive today likely descends from that tiny handful of survivors. No crops, no animals, no sunlight, no second chances. Imagine spending your entire life in darkness, freezing, starving, with the constant fear that today might simply be the last day anyone sees the sun. And yet, somehow, against all odds, a few stubborn, desperate humans managed to endure. You exist
That's so
because they didn't
crazy
give
to
up
me.
when everything else did. Thanks for watching Barely Evolved. And remember, you are the miracle your ancestors
Yo, shout out to this dude, barely evolved. I mean, I mean, like, it's not like that. I mean, like, I'm just pouring water in the ocean, you know. But, like, to be honest, that's actually like scary to think about. Or I mean, like, uh, imagine those people, like your upper grandparents, like all the way in the top, in the Toba super volcano eruption. Imagine they gave up. You wouldn't be here today. Maybe there's a better friend than the friends you have now that isn't here because his super grandparents did give up back then. Isn't that insane?